this city, burned to the ground over a century ago, has risen as something new, always making and remaking its own story. Built from the ground up, the spirit of battle is in our bones. Before he built the most dominant team to ever play in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, W.C. Gordon created a timeless symbol. 6 lines, 3 bold letters, a hand-drawn sketch on the back of a napkin thrust into history. As bold as our city and as mighty as the river that shapes our state, the block insignia is inextricable from our storied legacy. A red accent for the ages. We wear it to remember our legends and to celebrate the fierceness of our survival story. His team won 28 straight SWAC games and captured 8 SWAC championships in a single decade. No team has had an era more dominant. No team won as consistently as the MAC of the SWAC. The red of battle is in our bones, not just in contest with our most heated rivals, but for the martyrs of our yard and for the Jacksonians who marched against fear to topple Mississippi's tallest ghosts. The red was worn by our greatest teams and raised as the banner for JSU. For the champions on the diamond and the gridiron, on the courts and the lanes, blue and white will always be our true colors. Gordon Red is an accent for the ages.
Hello? What it do, bro? Man, what's up, baby? I'm down here in the NO, man, working this HBCU Legacy Bowl. Man, big dog, what's up with that order? So we got 6 players down here this year.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make it happen, man. Just let me put my spin on it. I bet.
You look like Rick Deuce, man.
Hey, another play. Ken?
Hey, Rick Deuce. What up, Deuce?
Nah, we gotta switch this up.
Hey, hold on one second. Public figure?
Yeah, you clean now. Yeah.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go.
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen.
Stats tell one story, my brand tells another.
This is Jackson State. This is family.
This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team.
Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. VI Love, Go Tigers.
We are trying to build a program for the next 10 to 12 years. It's not something that's overnight. We understand that the NIL and collective stuff has its role, it plays in it, but we are on the forefront of FCS football and attacking the NIL, attacking the collective. We got a very nice payroll at Jackson State, believe it or not. And I mean, our fan support, and we need more support. But we know that that payroll is attached to championships. You know what I mean? So we're not out here trying to recruit kids based on money, but we also want them kids to know if you come to Jackson State and you end up benefiting from the collective, benefiting from an NIL deal, we expect a championship out of you.
What's up, everybody? Everybody except Jasmine. Always talking smack. No, I'm just teasing. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Happy Monday. It's spring break, man, but the work don't stop. What it do, Brother Poe? Hey, man, good to see you, bro. How you doing, man? Man, I hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Always acting like she on time. I bet you be late for work every day. It be the people like that always swear up and down they be on time. No, I was on time. I just had some things I needed to get straight before I started. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, prayers up to you, brother. Hey, man, you know, definitely it ain't spring break for us grown folks. I don't know, depends on what you do for a living, but nevertheless, it damn sure wasn't spring break today on the internet. Boy, y'all something else. You Jackson State folks are funny. Y'all funny, man. All that yibbity yapping and but we're gonna talk about it though. That's what I love about having a show. Get to come on this thing and do a little talkative talk. You get what I'm saying? No, man, I got a lot to say about what I saw today, man. What's been going on though, but we're gonna talk all about it. It's SWAC, it's March Madness, man. I got the TV on. We watching a little March Madness on my way to Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be in Atlanta tomorrow for the SWAC tournament. For our, SWAC tournament just got kicked off. It looks like we're gonna be playing Grambling tomorrow because Grambling was taking Mississippi Valley behind the woodshed at halftime. Last time I looked at the score. But we played them. Yeah, they up 25. They up by 25 right now with Mississippi Valley. So definitely don't want to take that team lightly. I mean, for us, I guess, and I'll touch on it just real quickly, and we'll talk all about it though. But for us, it's going to come down to health. Is Deshaun Riffin able to go tomorrow? I'm not sure if he's able to go. It's going to be a long day for us. We lost that game in Jackson versus Grambling this year. Last time we played him. And then I don't care for the coach. He talk a lot of shit, but he complained a lot too. There's a lot of coaches in the SWAC, man, that like to run their mouth when they up. They like to run their mouth, talk a little, this and that. And I'm all for the smack talk, man. Just don't turn your comments off. You're gonna be talking tall and stuff. You know, this is the SWAC, man. It's all right, bro. It's all right to have a little banter, but you can't banter that well if you're gonna, you know, make comments, then turn your comments off. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk all about it tonight, man. Ken, them nasty fans acting up today. They were, man. Front runners. That's what they call them. It's been a day. Yes, indeed, it has. Blocking folks. Oh my goodness. But to the coalition, man. I got a few words for the coalition tonight. You know, the level of hypocrisy, man, that's what I want to talk about. And we're gonna talk about it today too, man. I think we need that type of stuff, man. For some reason, these types of conversations get people fired up and get to start. People get a little, man, what's going on? Everybody, I had folks reach out to me. What's happening right now? We got a savvy coach, who will go out there. Shout out to Coach O, by the way, man. Man, we're gonna talk about the article. Shout out to Kyle T. Mosley doing good work, man. Kyle been killing it. I don't know if you guys follow Kyle T. Mosley, but he's had some heavy hitters on, man. Had Michael Vick has some. I mean, he's been getting a lot of good interviews, man, and proud of brother Mosley, doing great work. You know what I mean? Doing really good work. He's had some really, really power players on his platform. Ice Cube, he's been doing some big time stuff, man. But yeah, man. Yeah. I don't like the coach. It didn't like him from the beginning. You could tell he's trying to mimic Prime. Well, listen, man. I think one of the things, and I guess we can jump straight to it, man. We folks, it was never about Prime as much as it was about Prime being at Jackson State. You get what I'm saying? Like, when I remember back when we found out that Coach Prime was going to be our coach, like we were cheeks, man, and we were getting smoked still. You know what I'm saying? Like we went through that 7 years of famine, and we like to call it, from 2013 all the way to, even though we didn't win any championships, we lost 2 championships back to back in the overtime under Coach Comedy. Then we lose our coach, and then we just kind of, the program went to the pits of hell. You know what I mean? And we know what happened. But I think even when Jackson State was down, we still was in the thick of things. We still talked our talk. We still did what we do, like we always do, on all forms of social media, whether it's Rough and SWAC, whether it was SWAC Sports Central, these other platforms and stuff like that. We still had our own, when we were losing, and folks we still showed school pride, and we smacked with the best of them, right? And we got used to losing a lot. We had several losing seasons, and then all of a sudden, we struck lightning in a bottle with our previous head coach. And after that, man, it just really it created a phenomenon. It created this HBCU, firestorm of attention, storylines, whether good or bad. A lot spurned out from that. And there were a lot of people, man. There were a lot of people. See, let me tell y'all, I haven't forgotten all the pissed off media, HBCU media folks that were in spaces and all these think pieces and all this stuff that was bothered when Coach was when Coach Prime was our coach and he was talking about giving folks the blueprint. There was a lot of people offended. But somehow it's acceptable today. But I didn't forget. People felt some type of way when that man used to come. He was talking about leveling, and people weren't trying to hear that. I'm talking about was attacking that man and on every single post. Oh man, they were killing him. You know what I'm saying? Who we think he is, and we don't need no. It was HBCUs been around. It's just I infinitum. It's been going on forever. And now all of a sudden, here you come. And it just, which shows, which is exactly what we said. It was never about prime. Most folks in our community love prime time Deion Sanders. We love Deion. I was one of the biggest Deion Sanders fans ever, and it transferred to his son. I remember that. You follow what I'm talking about? And we're gonna talk about that. Like, I ain't holding no punches. I'm not throwing off or nothing. We're just dealing with the data and just talking about it. Nothing was wrong with what he did, I think Prairie View's coach got used. We're pretty used to that. Got used as a pawn. I mean, they ain't got no motion in Colorado right now. I know that might piss a few people off, man. They not a good team after Shador and Travis and Shiloh and them and Cam, and when the Jackson 5 left. You know what I'm saying? Man, ain't nothing going on in Colorado. They had to, how to lose the Celebration Bowl convention over in Boulder. Ooh, did I say that out loud? My bad, man. My bad. All our coach said was, hey, man, somebody that ain't done something can't give you no blueprint on how to do what he ain't done. But it makes sense, though. It did. It made sense. And I don't think our coach is offended, but I don't think he's offended. But he ain't getting no invite. I wonder why. He was on his staff, both of them, Coach O and Coach TC. Oh, he feels some type of way because they invited our coach. Why he ain't called Chennis? What are you going to tell Chennis? Because if you want to figure out a blueprint, you talk to Chennis. Chennis done win the Celebration Bowl back-to-back. Oh, my bad. It ain't about winning the Black Folks Bowl. You got to elevate. P4, P5. Well, let me tell y'all something. He said this. It was his words. This was Coach Prime's words. He said, in this business, you do one or two things. Either you elevate or you get terminated. Let Coach Prime them lose this year. Ask the folks that used to work for him. Go holler at Coach Flea. Go holler at Coach Hart. Everybody's expendable. Coach, while you over there, all warm and fuzzy, that man gonna take your whole damn roster. And he gonna take you too if you let him. Y'all know what you're dealing with, man. Ain't no motion. Every time it ain't nothing going on, and he need engagement. What he did was actually it happened exactly like he wanted to happen. That man knew damn well that if he got Tremaine Jackson, who is a lightning rod right now for the Prairie View Panthers community in school, he came in, he called his shot. I respect the hell out of it. I'm a competitor, man. I'm an athlete first, man. I do not have a problem with Tremaine Jackson running his mouth, yapping. He backed it up. He won the SWAC in year one. Gotta respect that. And if you don't respect it, you're a hater. You don't have to like the man. But when we talking data, I ain't got no blue. I got on, it's all good. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk the real. I just don't like that fake stuff. I don't like that fake stuff, man. Be real, man. Let's be real. He called his shot. We ain't gonna make no excuses. Yeah, quarterback. We had a quarterback situation, I feel like if we would have rolled the freshmen into the SWAC championship, we would have won. It's no disrespect to Jacoby. It's about flow. It's about continuity. It's about a lot of things. But, you start off slow and then you get in that situation and then, a couple of missed assignments here and there. It is what it is. They won. You don't make any excuses. You accept it. But at the end of the day, I think this whole thing was designed to do exactly what it's for. So, this is a talk show. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to drop the link. Y'all want to talk about it, you're more than welcome to come up. I don't have no problem with it. But for those who may want to know what we're talking about, You say, well, why are y'all so bothered? But it's not about being bothered. It's just dialogue. And I think this is what folks are talking about. Said, Kyle T. Moore, HBCU legends, good brother. He put out the article. Coach Prime shares the blueprint with Coach Jackson and the PMP. And if you read the article, it's actually very meaty. It's very in depth. A lot of the things that he talked about was doing more. It was really I'm not gonna say it was a nothing burger because it had some things in there. Talked about some of the successes, alignment with the president and the AD, which the AD and their entire staff was there. But sometimes when you look at intent, you gotta think about it. It's like, he reached out to him because he saw a lot of him in him. Coach Jackson comes to the conference, he talked that talk, he won, and Coach Prime could identify with that. You know what I mean? So he invited him and he came and he's like, hey man, come see my heaven over here in Colorado. Let me show you around. And and it's usually when things don't just feel off, it's probably is. It's kind of like that. And I'm sure he garnered some game, because if you want to talk about marketing, if you want to maximize and generate revenue from partnerships, because he talked about that as well, Prime is a perfect person to talk to. But, for us, it's not, they're going to say it's not about the Celebration Bowl because neither one of them have won a Celebration Bowl. So it has to be about something else. If you're going to talk about the blueprint, you're talking about the blueprint of elevating your school. But the reality of the matter is, if we're being solid, and if Jermaine Jackson doesn't plan on taking Prairie View to the mountaintop for very long, if he wins and continues to win, he's going to leave Prairie View and go somewhere else. That's what coaches do. Same thing that Prime did. He was there for 2 years. He won the SWAC 2 years, lost Celebration Bowl twice, and he bounced. So if I was Prairie View, I would have a contingency plan right now, because the blueprint has been given. Prime has showed you his coaching blueprint. It's centered around creating his own narrative. It's centered around controlling the narrative. It's centered around controlling your content, using student media to generate content, using the stadium for messaging, using your platform, and being able to maximize while you're there to get to where you need to be. It's all about show and tell. It's all about bait and switch. And I mean that. I'm not, people get mad when you call a thing, and we ate it and we enjoyed it when we were eating it. And it's not hate. We're just saying what it is. We don't have a problem with it. I mean, just know this, that's kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you start putting it out there. So again, we can't talk about the Celebration Bowl because it only a few. Like I said today, the Celebration Bowl is not very important to a lot of people because they ain't won it. They haven't won it. This is macking, man. That man macking your coach right in front of you, and y'all over there defending it. You gotta figure. I get it. You gotta. And it's. I mean, look, it is what it is. This is pimping and macking, baby. This is. I'm just saying, there is a blueprint. Yes, there is. Don't say it's not a blueprint. There is a blueprint. But you have to ask yourself, what is the blueprint about? The blueprint of what? Because when Coach Prime left us, he left us with the cupboard was bare. And I can go on a little further and say, and people might feel some type of way about this, but don't debate me on it. It is what it is. There was no hope that we were successful. I appreciate the way that he left, because the reality of the matter is the way that he left really motivated me to do what it is I'm doing. So I thank Coach Prime for the way. It's all It's all relevant. So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying that maybe from the future exit of Brother Jackson, there may spawn this another real blueprint. There is a real blueprint of success. I identify with a lot of the things that's in this article because a lot of what he's talking about is exactly what we're doing with KC-1400. Those are the facts. That stuff is more sustainable than anything. Trying to sustain this high profile, you can do it. You can do some great things. So what I'm saying is when you break it down, and I have the article right here, and we start here. HBCUs for eons have become experts at doing more with less. If we really told the truth about what we're talking about, I know a lot of people in this media space. I've had several conversations about a lot of these things. One of the things I know is Coach Prime never wanted to come to the HBCU. There is a person that convinced him that this was the right path to get started. There's nothing wrong with that. But those are just the facts. The whole collect call and leveling of the playing fields, it was all game for the time being. You had to win over the people in there in that time. And we got some stuff. We did. We got some stuff. We got a couple of SWAC championships. We got some money in the interim. We were able to get a practice field. And listen, you want to get something out of it. The thing I would say that Colorado is maximizing on, that maybe Jackson State made the mistake of, is they're leveraging his presence more than we did. They were already in position to do that, though. So when you're kind of playing 2 feet, 2 hands behind your back and your shoes tied, trying to run a marathon, you kind of don't have the infrastructure in place to really maximize. So you can learn a lot from Jackson State, the relationship with Jackson State and Deion Sanders, as well as the exit and the departure and the mishaps and the screw-ups. See, a lot of times people don't want to really have dialogue about this because you got sides. You got the JSU side, and their JSU people being very defensive. You might think that I'm doing that now. I'm not. I'm just telling it like it is. There are some things that we absolutely screwed up while having Deion Sanders that if I wish we could have done better. If you really want to know how I felt, go back to 2022 when he left. I was pissed off because of what I knew what was going on and how I felt like we screwed up the pipeline. You get what I'm saying? So on the other side, if you got Deion Sanders' side for folks, they're going to say everything that Jackson State didn't do, and it's always going to be slanted to the standpoint to where he did everything right and we did everything wrong, right? It was like that. So it was a lot of things that weren't right. And I'm not here this ain't a shit on Prime session. This whole thing was, hey man, y'all beat them, but y'all beat Jackson State, and I'm glad y'all beat them. You know what I'm saying? So let me elevate the guy that actually beat him. He didn't care about the fact that Tremaine Jackson did not win the Celebration Bowl. He liked the fact that Tremaine Jackson beat Jackson State and won the SWAC. Those are just the facts. Because Willie Simmons won and left. So you have to look at the intent behind that. This is data. The data is there. It's been there. But this is what happens in HBCU media. Y'all turn a blinder to things that you guys are, y'all mostly be fake. And that's why I can't respect it, because a lot of this stuff, y'all were calling this stuff out when he was our coach. People was doing all kind of think pieces, people holding spaces and meetups and y'all were all in on this man running game on y'all, and he this and that. And then when he left, y'all were like happy as hell that he left. Y'all was celebrating it. And it went on for years. And then all of a sudden, TC Taylor won the national championship. And now a lot of the things that you guys were griping about is okay now. In what world does a 4-8? What was his record last year? Somebody tell me what Colorado's record was last year. I understand the media machine that Coach Prime is. I've said this several times. I told Jackson State, leave that man alone because you're not going to win a media war. That man left Jackson State. They were 3-9 last year. When he left Jackson State, that man left Jackson State with the public thinking we stole from him. And there was nothing we can do about it because he's back behind a media machine. And it didn't matter that Jackson State folks said, now, let me tell you what did happen. Our president at the time, and it was like Russia, Ukraine. It just was. I'm not going to get into the exacts. I'm not going to get into the exacts of why. Absolutely love AD Ashley Robinson. Him and Ashley tight. Tried to take Ashley with him. Tried to take Rob J with him. Tried to take Johnny T. Tried to take every damn thing out of Jackson. Jackson ain't no good, but I'm going to go get everything. Just made a post the other day. Oh, man, I miss me some Johnny T. I love John T. He's a Hall of Fame. He was just in the Hall of Fame this past year with TC and Robert Kent. These are the facts. People get mad when you tell the truth. Because this is something that we have to identify. Yeah, he told Rob J. He wanted Rob J to go with him. Y'all remember the Rob J and Coach Prime, the dynamic, the funny? He told Rob J, you love them N-words too much. Those are the facts. It's the same man who player played for him, trying to get in the NFL, gave him the wrong number. See, y'all don't want me to get to talking. People get mad at me. I might get an inbox. Man, please leave me alone. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. I don't want dialogue. I don't. I'm just saying. If it's true, just walk away and be quiet. If I'm lying, check me on it. Tell me why I'm lying at. Because I got more. I got a whole lot. I just left that stuff alone, man. I left it alone. I don't do no whole lot of talking. But, boy, I know a lot. I be knowing where the bones be buried. Jackson State? Shh. Man, you think I'm in all these rooms? You think I don't know what's going on at JSU? And ain't been knowing what's been going on? How many times have you seen me get on here and say what I say? And people gonna take this as that I got an issue. I don't have an issue with it. Here's what I do have an issue with. I'm calling out the hypocrites. Because that's fake. There's a lot of fakeness. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, the blueprint. Oh, this is good stuff. It's the same stuff he did 5 years ago. 4 years ago. And y'all were mad as a mofo. Y'all were mad as hell. And now all of a sudden, because Tremaine Jackson beat Jackson State, oh, it's acceptable now. That's hypocrisy at its core. But I get it, though. Y'all don't like us. That's why I say, the hell with y'all. That's why it ain't no HBCU pride and all this. You don't want HBCU. No, it's not. It ain't no damn one Hillman. It's Jackson State and everybody else. I don't care. I hope all y'all lose in every sport y'all play. I'm going to shake your hand, talk to you, all that good stuff. I don't root for y'all. I'm just talking about sports. Man, I got plenty of bullets, man. I ain't going to run out no bullets. I got plenty of it. See, I'm strategic, and I'm going to just tell y'all, I didn't prepare to go this way. I'm just flowing. There was all types of stuff, man. That man was getting $1.5 million. That man was taking home everything you seen coming through the door. That man was taking 40% of it. And it's okay. We were good with that. We knew what we signed up for. We got 2 SWAC championships. We lost the Celebration Bowl. And he moved on, and we moved on. You ever ask yourself, why does he always reach back this way when ain't nothing going on over there? The audacity of a 3-9 coach to call a championship winning coach and say, hey, come out here and let me talk to you about, let me give you the blueprint on what you could do to be successful. It was all designed for what we're doing it for. It was designed to garner attention and all of that. There was a lot it was a loaded decision. You know what I'm saying? Tremaine didn't really have nothing to lose in this. So he good. He's out there networking. He's out there, he might, a couple of his coaches might be going to, it's opportunities in the coaching fraternity. You want to level up as much as you can. I have no issue with coaches doing what they got to do, but let me say this though. I don't have to spend a lot of money on whining and dining your players when all I got to do is, maybe you build a pipeline. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a lot that goes with that. But it was what it do, CK? What it do, CA? What you got, baby? What it do? But again, it's slow news day. What has he done for Talladega? Yeah, he got his degree. Yeah, it was a lot in that. I listen, man. There's a lot in that. Coach Prime wanted to go straight to the SEC. He was pissed off when they hired Pittman and they didn't. He was hurt. He thought he was gonna get that job. And once he came, like I said, he never wanted to come to no Jack State, but somebody that was in his corner that wrote that speech that sold that leveling the playing field strategy and all that good stuff, man. And we ate it up. If you ever want to dupe a bunch of black folks in the South, start talking about the Bible. I know. We don't like the truth. See, we only like our version of the truth. We do. It is what it is. I ain't knocking the brother. I'm just telling you how it goes. We got in bed with him, and we got what we can get out of it. Them 2 years was fun, but it was also stressful, and we're still taking hits forward to this day. But at the end of the day, though, hopefully you got to sprinkle a little God in there whenever you. Y'all do with that what y'all want to do with that. Y'all know how that goes. Because then people are gonna say it, you trolling somebody's belief system, and I'm not. I'm just saying, like, if you really want to. There's a lot of people that use the word of God like a dirty dish rag. I'm guilty of that too. And that's that stuff that'll keep you up at night. When you lay your head on your pillow, you can't really sleep unless your conscience stop working. God this, God that, man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, but if you want to, I'm not gonna go through the whole article. I mean, the article's up there. I mean, when you talk about some of the stuff he, that brushed on, they connected through a tweet. He talked about business over ball, the different types of drills and stuff like that, confirmation, and credibility. These are just some of the subtitles and kind of how he delved into it. Signage, storytelling, low-hanging fruit, being able to take certain things. And I will build off of that and say organizational alignment. There are some things that you absolutely can benefit from, that type of stuff, it said content, connections in modern recruiting landscape, how to maximize in a city like Houston, a ministry, not just a meeting, call to action for HBCU programs. And it's like, bro, you can't come to HBCU space and talk like you've come from this space and talk like you really care about this space when all him and the rest of these coaches are doing is using the HBCU space as a stepping board. That's what they see the HBCU space as. And for those of us that love the HBCU space, there was a lot of people that were guard dogging this HBCU culture and talking about protecting the culture from vultures like Deion Sanders when he was a Jackson State coach. But now he's putting his people in strategically all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You got Deshaun Jackson over at Delaware State. You got Mike Vick, who won one game but got a special. He's managed by the same company, SWAC Entertainment. That's Constance Schwartz. That's Sam Marini and them. That's them. I know these folks. I know of these folks. I've had dealings with them. We bought water. I had to go through Sam. I know what that looks like. I'm not knocking the operation. I'm just talking to you, let you know I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So it's not I'm not hating on that. I'm just saying, I remember when HBCU game day would write articles and folks was talking about, it was people that were bothered by the usage of that type of terminology. How the hell are you going to give HBCUs a blueprint? Yet at the same time, there are some things that were implemented at Jackson State that are successful. I'm not saying that he didn't implement things at Jackson State that isn't a success, taking certain things. The man is a master marketer. He's a master at creating connections and marketing relationships. And the man is hell. He got a commercial for the Pens. He took a cancerous situation and turned it into an opportunity. That's who he is. That's more of who he is than a coach. That's who he is. So if that's what the blueprint is, then yes. But it can't be for someone who is just trying to do enough to get the hell out of there. I'm going to do what I need to do to get the hell. And I get it. Elevation is always, but when you truly build systems, and I guess you can say he in essence, he did that at Jackson State. Does Deion Sanders get credit for Jackson State's success? There are some people that don't want to give TC set. See, y'all play both sides, man. You talk out of both sides of your mouth. That's how that works. You ignore the data, and then when Coach Taylor comes behind him and does the things that he needs to do and builds a program, right? And he wins. I guess it's what Deion did, right? Despite the fact that we lost 70-plus players after he walked out the door, you know? And we'll be back again because we got some great coaches over there at 1400 J.R. Lynch Street. And again, this is not about Jackson State. It's just about the hypocrisy of the coalition. That's what I'm talking about. I don't have a problem with Tremaine Jackson and his AD and them taking a trip to Boulder. I have no issue with it. I ain't mad about it. I ain't jealous about it. I know that it's a lot of Jackson State fans that'll be pissed off if he invited TC and Coach O and our staff went out there. They'll be mad as hell. So I'm not even going to sit up here and act like that ain't the case. No, it's not what that's about. That's why I went out tonight and just said today, the SWAC and the MEAC those are Celebration Bowl leagues. And we're going to have to make some peace with the fact that most of our folks don't really love our stuff. It ain't good enough. We have a major part of our community that you can give them the data and you can show them how there is no pathway to the FCS playoffs, and people will still shit on the Celebration Bowl and act like it absolutely means nothing because we're not losing money and getting our brains beaten and trying to take a pathway to the FCS playoff. Because people just, it's just that ice on that side is just a little colder. It ain't good enough. He said out his own mouth, he don't want to just be the best team in the SWAC. It's not good enough. It's part of it. Like, that's what he said. Wants to be in the top 25. But the top 25 poll means nothing in the SWAC and the MEAC. And I broke it down today, and I made it very clear. The only way that you can go to the FCS playoffs as a SWAC or MEAC school is to be a really good conference loser. Who the hell gonna build a program off being second place? You're not gonna build it's a good consolation. And there's a lot of people that don't like the fact when we say that the FCS playoffs is a consolation for us if we lose our conference. It means you got to be a division. You got to be the number 2 team in the division, probably to an undefeated. So that means that I'll give you a scenario. Let's just say Jackson State and Prairie View gets back to the SWAC championship this year. But Jackson State and Prairie View are both undefeated. And Alabama State has, well, you can't even put Alabama State in there because they're not going to go because of the Turkey Day Classic. Let's say Alabama A&M is a 1-loss team. They only lost to us. And they lost the FBS game and they beat everybody. They're 9-2 or 10-2. They may get an at-large bid pending on strength of schedule and given the fact that they only got 1 loss and the only loss they lost to was us being undefeated. Outside of that, they're not going to get an invite because the Bayou Classic is played on the exact same day as the first round of the playoffs. And then the SWAC championship, if you win your division, you are going to go to the SWAC championship game. The SWAC championship is played round 2 of the FCS playoffs. Mathematically, it's impossible to do it unless you lose. And you can tell people that, and they'll still tell you Celebration Bowl don't mean nothing. I know why the Celebration Bowl don't mean nothing. Because you ain't won it. And half of the teams ain't got a snowball chance in the middle of the Sahara Desert in July to even get there. Let's just call it what it is. There's only a handful of teams that really got a real true pathway to get to the Celebration Bowl. So again, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that Prairie View, there is a blueprint. Just watch what he did, and you have your answers. So if you want to know what your coaches and your coaching staff, maybe you guys are okay with that. But I know Jackson State folks and Jackson fans will be pissed off if TC and Coach O and them all took a nice little weekend retreat to Boulder. Man, what the hell, Coach Taylor going out there to Colorado day on that, man? He gonna try to take his man. Next thing you know, he gonna take his offensive line coach. He gonna take, man. He gonna take. Man, he gonna try to get Javancy out there. He already took. Y'all ain't figured this out yet. Y'all know why that man. Boy, this gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. You know why he keep reaching back to HBCUs? Because we desperate. We desperate. We ain't got nothing. He know we don't. Come on over here. Let me tell you. Come and look at this. It's goods over here. It's got some good stuff over here. Come on. Man, you're winning, but we the only one that fall for this. It ain't a PWI school on earth that would have took a damn trip to go see a 3-9 coach and talk about a blueprint. But y'all get mad when you say that. Tremaine Jackson should have been inviting Dion and his staff to Prairie View. Coach, come on here. Let me show you what we got going on. And maybe he will. It's too easy, man. It's too easy. She like taking a candy from a baby, man. Oh my goodness. I ain't even talked about no Jack State stuff yet. Just saying. I know I'm the bad guy right now. Why are you so mad? Nobody's mad. We're just talking. Appreciate y'all for giving us something to talk about. It's a slow news day. It's a spring break. I wouldn't even probably gonna have no show. I appreciate Brother Jackson and Brother Prime. Hey man, it's good stuff. I appreciate it. We're gonna eat off of it too. Because we know what the intent is. A lot of that stuff be left-handed. Left-handed operations, man, is obvious, man, when you deal with real people that could kind of see things straight for what they are. And they get mad at you when you call it what it is, and they tell you that you're crazy. We live in a world right now where the obvious can be right in front of you, and people will tell you, no, it ain't. This is Trump's America, y'all. We live in a country where you see the obvious right in front of you, and people will turn right around and say, no, it ain't. Prairie View, enjoy it while it lasts. Because when he's gone, and he's a good coach, back to the bottom, you might go. Depends on what y'all do. Might go. I'm just saying. I don't think he's going to be that long. He have a winning season, he out of there. First train smoking. That's just how this go. Deshaun Jackson had one. I don't know. Deshaun Jackson, a little different story. I know for a fact that this man got a whole slew of coaches that he's trying to get into the coaching ranks. That's the plan. How we going to get there? Go over there with them Negroes. They ain't got shit. Sell them a little whatever. Hocus pocus, rockets, rocus. Money. We're going to put a little some in the pot. They're going to fall for it. Just like Jack State. What it is. Now, all of a sudden, Southern, guess we got to go Marshall Falk. Got to go over there and see Dion. He brought them over. Come on over here. Come on over. I got a coach for you. That man, look, that man pimping since been pimping. Yeah, I ever wonder why certain people leave certain places and they can't come back? Just don't. Just saying, bro. Be careful. Be careful. And I'm a Prime fan. I was a Deion Sanders fan. Love me some Shador, Shiloh, all them boys, man. I don't, and I'm gonna say this now. Watch this. Somebody gonna take what I'm saying, and they are going to misconstrue. I want to make sure. So if somebody clip it and start putting that stuff out there. I don't dislike Deion Sanders. I don't. This is not a I hate Deion conversation. This is not a I'm jealous of Prairie View. Nothing. It's not that. You can say it plainly and people be like, see, he whining. No, I'm just having real. I'm being real with you. It's all good, bro. Do what you do. But again, when it comes to because this is what y'all did. When he was talking that stuff like this, I remember. Y'all remember when Deion was talking to the team at halftime? And he was talking about how we shouldn't be losing to some team. He was talking, and then they took what he said, and they was like, oh, man, he's being condescending to all the teams. And it was like we got to form together the Monstars and beat this Negro. How dare he go out there and disrespect the culture? Yeah, am I making this up? My goodness. Y'all were mad for a week behind that. I remember them spaces. Now all of a sudden he can give a blueprint to HBCUs. A man, listen to this, y'all. A man who went to Florida State, played ball, became a legend, didn't finish his degree, got fast-tracked to get an HBCU. HBCUs have done far more for Deion Sanders than Deion Sanders have done for HBCUs. But that's okay. What I'm saying to you is, y'all saw it then, and y'all were bold enough to speak on it because he was Jackson State's coach, and y'all hate Jackson State. So it was easy to say it then. But you can't say it now because you still hate Jackson State. So if you say it now, you're going to say that Jackson State folks are right. So instead of being right and siding with Jackson State, I'm just going to turn a blind eye to what he said and said, go Tigers. Boy, you in a pickle, ain't it? Ooh-wee. Old Ken getting his bag every now and again. If I wanted to. That's what it is. Y'all don't want to say nothing. So y'all just accept anything now, huh? It all sounds good to you now, don't it? You know, Weez could use a little help down here. But he got to come down here. Why? Let me ask y'all a question. Why Florida State didn't let him come fast track get a degree? Talladega did. Y'all had a whole 2-week long full of soliloquies talking about all the coaches that was deserving of opportunities. How Ashley Robinson gonna just get Deion Sanders the job? He ain't no coach. All he ever done is Y'all were mad as a boy. Y'all was hot as a 6-shooter. Y'all were mad. I ain't forgot. I have not forgotten. I haven't forgotten. No. Oh, no. I ain't forgot. It's always us. We like the low self-esteem, easy person. I ain't gonna say no gender because, you know, anybody with a little chance, tell you, been getting pimped, man. Pimping since been pimping, man. These jokers look like two pimps over there. Let me stop, man. Pimping Prime and Mac Daddy Jack. That man don't like y'all. He appreciate the opportunity. He gonna be gone in a little while. Don't worry. You ain't got to worry. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. The man done told y'all, he ain't got no interest in being no good HBCU coach. I am not an HBCU. I don't want to just be no HBCU coach. The HBCU is a stench to these people, man, until they need it. And then you got these folk down here that really love this culture and pour back into it. So yeah, he got some good points in there. And if you are an HBCU or in some form of leadership and you want to read and see some things that you can do, by all means, go for it. But it looks like the obvious to me. HBCU coaches HBCU administration, presidents, ADs, coaches are some of the best coaches and professionals in the entire world. They have become experts at doing more with less. And the only difference between those other schools and our schools is they got more money than we do. And if it's money that you're after, then you're gonna do what it is that you know what I'm saying? You're gonna do what it is you got to do to get to that bag. And there's nothing wrong with getting to that bag. The only problem is we've seen this. We've seen them leave and go get the bag and still try to hang on to the culture. You know what I'm saying? The blueprint on how to leave the blacks. Boy, that is a bar, Brother Vic. My goodness. That is a bar. So I've been talking for a whole hour about this, man, about this old article. I was going to do this on the back end, but y'all just was, let's talk about it. You know, you got to get to it. I guess I can get through the rest of the stuff in the next 5 minutes, I guess, right? Because I do got to fly to Atlanta tomorrow for the SWAC tournament. But no, man, it is what it is, man. That's what it is. But again, I like I said, you got to respect it. You know, shout out to Coach O, man. Coach O, he let it be known. It's just like, but Coach Jackson could have came to Jackson and got that same lesson. If that's what he was out, we could gave him some game. For real. But again, it's like, you know, it is what it is, man. I ain't tripping, man. Shout out to my boy Dez out there, you know. If there's opportunities in the professional world, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But like he said in his words, and that's how we got active, because we got some things we need to get active about tonight. What he went on to say was, he said, when I leave, somebody find that article and send it to me. Find that interview and send it to me. Because that interview is why I got started doing what it is I'm doing now. I didn't like what he said. It bothered me. He was like, basically, he said, when we leave, you're going to see what we did, what we were doing, because they will go back to what they were before we got here. And we were down about whoever the hell. They don't care about nobody being mad. I ain't talking about them people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, I noticed I never said anything about Prairie View other than the fact that be prepared for their coach to leave. They got a good coach. It is what it is. I'm talking about the haters. Hey, people got to learn how to listen and not listen with emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because the information is right there in front of you. If you just listen, open your ears up and listen. So at the end of the day, that's how we got started. We're working on a project, a renovation project. I'm going to just tell you guys that. I won't say what, I won't say where, but it'll be out in the next few months that we're doing privately. Got nothing to do with Prime. It don't have anything to do with the university. It's at the university. But it has a lot to do with an opportunity that we saw was there. So when we talk about blueprints, a real blueprint is for the alumni of prospective university to utilize. We could do a lot of talking, but like I said, the majority of the work that we do now is not on this screen. I appreciate the show. The show will go on. We're going to continue to come to you guys as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot going on, you know. Speaking of Prairie View, I mentioned this on the last show. We do have an initiative, and I'm not fake. I'm not fake, for one. I was watching some of their content. They got a really good Instagram page. They do some really good content, and I give credit where credit is due. You know, I think we got the best media, you know, director in the game. You know, and that's Austin Robinson. But it's also some other media figures that are out here in the HBCU spaces that are doing their thing. A lot of that did pick up when Prime became our coach, because a lot of teams saw some of the things that he was doing at Jackson State, which really prompted them to say, you know, we got to get on our game. So I'm never going to take credit away from from what he was able to accomplish and do. But you can't leave it high and dry, set it up for failure, and then still try to be heralded and celebrated at the same time. That's why, you know, the bridge is basically burnt. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we know that the issue was with Thomas Hudson in prime. It wasn't Jack State per se, and then a lot of people that did know, people just didn't appreciate it the way it was handled. You know, like, again, I could have a hoopty in a shack, but if that's all I got, I appreciate my hoopty in my shack. If I allow you to come spend the night because you didn't have nowhere to go and you need somewhere to sleep, you knew it was a hoopty in the shack before you got over there. You understand what I'm saying? So again, Tremaine said no one was. I don't give a damn about that. That's just that's cap. And you know, Tremaine, there's no way Tremaine could have said that in good conscience. He might haven't seen it. Like he liked to say, he liked to be technical about things that he say that's inaccurate. You know what I mean? Like finish the fight. Yeah, they're gonna finish the fight, all right. They're gonna finish one more season, get the hell up out of there. But again, like I said, if this is my shack and this is my hoopty, you walking, and you ain't got nowhere to sleep. I let you in my house, and I give you a ride in my car, and you get to the next level. Now you got a Maserati in a mansion, and now all of a sudden, my shack and my hoopty is my Maserati in my mansion. You follow what I'm talking about? May not mean much to you, but it mean everything to me. From where I come from and what, you know, where we've been hearing this for a long time. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. People might forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel, good or bad. You make somebody feel bad, they'll remember you for that. Dead ass, man. That's just how it goes. It was good for you then. So again, you know, that's how that went down, right? So at the end of the day, the point that I'm making is we got Flexstone on the exit, and that soured a lot of people. There's a lot of things that could have been put to end, but it was left out there intentionally so we could suffer at the hands of others, at the hands of whomever. So again, at the end of the day, you know, we picked up the pieces and we kept rolling. And if you really want to talk about a blueprint, I say this for the end. If you really want to talk about a blueprint, Thomas Charles Taylor, I know, Coach, forgive me for saying your whole name. If you want to know how to be left with nothing, how to have everything taken from you, he come from this shit, man. He grew here. He didn't fly here. That's a fact. It means something. It meant something then because y'all guard dogged it. Y'all guard dogged the culture when that man came and was our coach for 2 years. And y'all shitted on us for 2 years, bro. I ain't forget. And now all of a sudden, it don't mean nothing. If you want to know what the blueprint is, it ain't about losing to Prairie View last year. Because it ain't going to change. And we don't sit under no HBCU PWI system. Every HBCU has very unique problems based off the state that they're in, the legislation, the stuff they have to deal with. So no, it's not apples to oranges in every single state. Every last one of us got issues, man. And we got unique issues. We don't even have no president. If you want to talk about the president doing what he didn't need to do, that's another conversation for another day. I'm just telling y'all. So if there are, and I'm not saying I ain't even talked to TC about this. TC don't bend more care about that. He's here and just he laugh about that. This is me talking. But if you ever want to know, you want to see a blueprint on how to make more out of less, how to take some things to the next level, go sit down with Coach O. Go sit down with Coach TC. That man got some things, bro. I mean that. He got some things, man, that they could talk to you about. And I think Tremaine was doing a good enough job. And this is my compliment to him, because this is make sure y'all get your earwax out of your ears, man, and listen. It's not. What I'm saying to y'all is this: Tremaine them got some really good stuff going on over there, and he's going to take what he got from that meeting. He gonna use what he need to use. He gonna leave the rest of it where he don't need to leave. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't a bad move for him. Wasn't no problem. I mean, hell, a trip. He got to go out there. I ain't see no problem with him going. But when we talk about it on the other side, that's where that's coming from. Bro, 3-9, bro. Just saying. So at the end of the day, if you want to know, and don't get it twisted, a lot of coaches do call. Coach, how you doing that? I had conversations with folks from Prairie View about our collective. We talked to Coach Tremaine Jackson at the Legacy Bowl. It's all love, man. I promise y'all it is. We do that banter and stuff on the internet stuff, but it's all love. I promise y'all it is. Because y'all think that if that's a cool ass dude, he cool as all get out. I said this. I said LMTC when I coach, and y'all think y'all don't like Tremaine. Imagine if Tremaine was at Jackson. Now, we don't want your coach. So I just said, we talk about personalities and how personalities match fan bases. We got a fan base already. Y'all, what is it? Y'all the 12th man? The 12 of y'all? Anyway, that's a shot at Prairie View. That's a direct shot. I want y'all to know that's a shot. He ain't got to buy no tickets for us to come to no games over here. I'm just telling y'all, we don't want him. But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, he's a cool dude. Cool dude. Y'all got a good one for as long as y'all gonna keep him. But when he gone, y'all have to find somebody else. He's a good coach. I think if he's given the opportunity, I think he'll do some great things. I do. Coaches that win at different levels are winning because of the program that they have. And he talked about his program. So again, I think that he could have talked Prime way more, about the business side of things and how he was able to navigate and do some things and some ideas and strategies. All of that could have been a Zoom call, a phone call, but a trip to Boulder and an article and all this stuff, it's cool. And we're giving it legs because I'm gonna use it for what he put it out there for, content. And believe it or not, when you go over there to the PWI side and you go over there to them schools, them folk care about two things: money and winning. And right now, they making money, but they ain't winning. We'll love you a little longer as long as we getting a little money. It's like, all right, just hang tight. Listen, Michael Vick is gonna get ran the hell out of Norfolk if he keep on losing. I'm just telling y'all. It may be a little, it may not be as quick, but because he beloved in that area. But another 1-win season, gonna be a little different. DJ can't do no wrong over there in Delaware right now. DJ won 8-9 of them. They would have won 8 games last year. Good season. Should have won play. He could have won coach of the year. Could have. But if you really want to sit down and talk some talk, you know what I'm saying? Look at, you got some coaches that doing some things, and these are some of the arguments. You guys made sure y'all let it be known that there were coaches that were here that paid their, they put their stripes. They earned their stripes in this game, and they are doing things at the highest level. And they didn't need no Dion. They didn't need this. They got it out the mud and da 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 da. all the stuff y'all see it. Just saying. So you got some coaches that are doing some really good things, man. Some of my favorite coaches in this HBCU space, if I not name TC Taylor, I'm probably going to start with Trey Oliver in North Carolina Central as like number one favorite coach, not named TC Taylor. I'm just telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I had to pick a top 5 coaches that I love, not named TC Taylor, and I get to pick all of just if I get to pick, I ain't say ranked. I'm just saying those that I like as coaches that I just kind of yield to. That I think are some really good coaches. Trey Oliver is going to be my number one choice. I like D-Jack, but I ain't seen enough of him. Number 2. Ooh. Man. It might be it. I don't like none of the rest of them. But no, if I just said coaches that I think really good coaches, I'm going to go Trey Oliver, Eddie Robinson, Jr., Chennis Berry, Tremaine Jackson, obviously. Give me one more. Who else? Deshaun Jackson. How about that? I ain't gotta like him. You know what I'm saying? But just coaches that I like from a doing a thing standpoint, those are gonna be that. But I mean, if it's just those that I just like, it's probably just gonna be Trey Oliver. But outside of that, I just like everything about Coach. I like Coach Eddie Robinson too, but I don't like playing against him because I know what Eddie Robinson is that coach that if you played for him, you probably love him. He like the Draymond of coaches, man. You know what I'm saying? They got a nasty culture. You know what I'm saying? Tremaine is Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? He KD. He gonna get on there and talk a little talk. You know what I'm saying? You got to turn coach. Listen, the only thing I say is the only thing I want for Brother Jackson to do. Mickey Joseph, my bad. I left Mickey Joseph. My bad. My fault. Trey Oliver, Mickey Joseph. I like Mickey Joseph a lot. My mistake. My bad. I bypassed Mickey Joseph. That's my dude right there. I like old Mickey. Mickey and I'm good with Mickey. I ain't met Deshaun or Mike Vick yet. I can't wait to meet him. Hopefully Mike's still over there in 24. But anyway, but no, man, it's all love. I just thought that when we talking about this thing, yeah, man. Tend to get on your nerves a little bit. He's a bit preachy, in the room, but it kind of is what it is. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm just showing love to the coaches out there, the football coaches. But anyway, enough of that, man. I just wanted to come and let y'all know that y'all fake, man. All right, man. Listen. I want y'all to do this, man. Let's do this before we go. I got 450 y'all listen. We have an initiative. I didn't finish my statement. What I was going to say was I was talking about Prairie View. And don't jump off the damn live now because we finna talk about this initiative. I need y'all to click that, hit that thing at the bottom of the screen. We have an initiative. We buying some flip sleds for the football team. Some flip sleds. Now, this is doff my hat off to a particular team moment. I saw video. I was watching the content, Prairie View. So I've been watching a lot of FBS schools. Now I'm giving credit where credit is due here. I was watching one of the videos in camp, pre-camp, like workouts or whatever. And I've seen Clemson, I've seen Georgia, I've seen all these big P4 programs working with that flip sled. And I just so happened to be watching, because I watched everybody's content. I just so happened to be watching Prairie View, and I saw Prairie View had some flip sleds. I was like, damn, I like them things, man. They got them, I want them. And I don't, it's all good. They working with a little bit more change probably than we working with right now. You know what I'm saying? They got people say they on the tech saying themselves. I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to say that. You know what I mean? But they not too long ago built a new stadium on campus. They getting some stuff, and I like to see people get stuff. I see Grambling just rolled out a blueprint for to break ground on a practice facility. I see Alabama A&M doing some amazing stuff. You see a lot of schools doing some amazing things, man. For us, we fighting with the state, but we still got legislators that's trying to get us money for renovations, and we got a great AD and administration that's doing everything that they can. We got a different set of problems that we're working with than maybe some of the others, but we have to be strategic and do what we need to do. So that's where KC-1400 comes into play. And I'm just of the mindset that I feel like we deserve everything. And for and the thing that we've done a successful job at is getting our fans and supporters to understand that we can do very small initiatives strategically, and we can have whatever the hell we want to have. So they are undertaking. Yeah, that's good for them, man. I don't see this type of stuff right here. I don't banter about stuff like that because we all are underfunded. So put us under Ole Miss hell. I know they're gonna piss some people off, but I don't care. And what I mean by that is put us under that money train. You feel what I'm saying? Send us some coins, You follow what I'm talking about? So I get it, but again, some of these problems that we have and some of the things that we want, it's just going to require resources. Period. Point blank. Period. There is no sugarcoating it. There is no getting around it. If you ain't putting, and listen, especially I know gas going up right now. Man, gas in Cali, $6 higher right now. Trust me, I get it. However, we're gonna stay the course. So we started on the last show. This is one of the reasons I did want to do the show. We off to a pretty good start right now. So listen, I think I put it in the I had it up last time. We did get a quote. Boom shakalaka to tell you where we are with it. I'm just flash that on the screen. We are in the middle of an initiative. Somebody said that where's the tater tot? Where's the money? I know some folk got some tax money. My brother over there at Canon Nissan said, listen, you got your tax money. Come see him if you need to get a vehicle. He said, every vehicle that you buy, and you mentioned KC-1400, they're going to write a $150 check to send back to the collective. So, all right. Make sure you go to Canon Nissan or Jackson and give Brother Poland a call if you need one of them used vehicles from the auction, man. They'll find you what you're looking for. 601-927-7794. All right. So back to what we was talking about. We have an initiative. So listen, I know we did that funny stuff that we do with them numbers, and we've been like, oh man, if we had this many people. So I'm gonna tell you where we at right now. Let's do it like this. So we still need about a good 250 people. Yeah, of course he is. Of course, we know that. Anybody with eyes can see, everyone can see that. So listen, we still need about a good 200. I never like to put specific numbers on that because like the last show, we was like, oh man, all we need to do is 300 people do $65 and we can get it done. Yeah, that's real. But if we really wanted to, we could, you know. So we got over 400 some people looking. And I would just say, if we can, everybody can send $50 to that live right there. What is that for? I'm gonna tell you what it's for. It's for flip sleds. We'll get 4 of them. Matter of fact, once we get halfway there, I'm gonna go ahead and put the order in. We had Coach Trey on the show, and I saw Coach Trey. I was watching the Celebration Bowl. I put it in the Platinum chat today. I was watching the Celebration Bowl, man. And right towards the end, right before we, when the game was pretty much over, and they showed Coach Chennisberry on the sideline chewing that bubble gum, I saw Coach Trey standing right behind. I said, "Damn, I thought I saw Coach Trey. I didn't know that." But now, man, sending them donations, man. There you go. We said I just sent 60. But listen, man, let's get it popping. Let's get it popping, man. We got a bunch of lives that came through. I mean, not a live, a bunch of donations that came through there during the previous show. I know it's gonna be a lot of people gonna watch this show, and they probably not gonna watch it all the time. I don't know, but we are sending yours tonight. Good deal, sis. Good deal. Let's get it rolling, man. And what we're gonna do is, like I said, I'll do a quick video. What we're gonna do is once we get them, we'll get Austin and somebody, and to do something for it. But well, I may go over there and get a quick video of Coach trading them, kind of getting them worked out. But we're gonna get 4 of them. So we're doing this is a $20,000 initiative. And the reason we're doing the $20,000 initiative because we are going to get it branded. We're going to brand it with our logo on the side of it. So it's got to have that JSU block on that thing, baby. We can do what we want to do. But again, the project that we're working on, notice we never mention anything publicly. So we're doing that a little bit more silently and privately, because when we show the public, this is a major thing, man. And if you're in the collective chat, you know what I'm talking about. We got some really cool things that we're doing to try to continue to build things up over at our dear old college home, man. So again, what's funny is a lot of what we do is in that article, so. And he might feel like, well, let me just take some of the stuff that's out there and say it. So if they doing it, it can look like they using my blueprint. And it's like, no, bro, this shit been around since the end of time, bro. You all right with me, big dog? But let's keep it going, man. Hey, while you guys do that, I'm gonna finish up the last little bit of the show talking about where we are right now, because we did want to make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We got a new sign up today. The collective is pinned to the chats. Said my socks will be there on Friday. Listen, we at 616. We're gonna keep chipping away. Don't forget to get your Cat Head, your Greenwood, your Point City. We got a lot going on. We got a lot happening, man. A whole lot happening. Don't forget to get your season tickets. All right, get your season tickets. Don't forget to sign up for the Golf Classic if you're trying to sign up for the Golf Classic. Shout out to our winners over there at the track meet over at the Mississippi College track meet in Clinton. Melania Mallory and Kayla Williams were both winners over there. And then we also had Ricky Green, the third, and Caden Berry. They were both winners as well. So shout out to Coach Thorne and his staff. Listen, tomorrow the men take on Grambling. And on Thursday, the ladies are going to take on Southern University. So remember, J5 was all conference, and we got a freshman of the year. We got a very proud coach, man. They got their awards today, and I know Deshaun's going to get his as well for winning player of the year. So congratulations again to our Lady Tigers as they get prepared to take on Southern. It's going to be a tough fall game, and we got to take on Southern and Grambling, men and women. Deshaun is going. I'm not sure. I don't have an update on Deshaun. Hopefully he's able to go. I know how it is when you roll them ankles. It was pretty bad. So what we're looking at is in the women's bracket. It looks like Mississippi Valley is going to be taking on Arkansas Pine Bluff on tomorrow, and then you're going to have FAMU taking on Bethune-Cookman, and then of course that'll keep rolling along with the bracket. Grambling beat Mississippi Valley. Alcorn beat Alabama State. So Alcorn to take on Prairie View tomorrow, and Jack State to take on Grambling at 8:30, man. So it's gonna be a good showing, man. Definitely gonna be a good showing. Appreciate y'all for the donations. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Shout out to the men's baseball. Baseball went to Seattle. We won 2 out of the 3, and we won 5-1, and then we wound up beating them 13-12. Look like things are starting to get slow down for our baseball team, starting to get rolling, man. So we're proud of them. The football team is on spring break. Shout out to all our football Tigers. Hey, man, if y'all watching, stay in shape, man. Don't lose your progress while you're going home, man. Stay in shape and stay safe. Stay in shape, stay safe. But again, man, that's what I had on that. Let's get back to this flip side. I'm pretty much done, really, for the night. I zoomed through those preliminaries, but I wound up talking way longer than I thought I would be talking about that other stuff. But I just want to make sure I hammer home the point that, again, whatever we want, this probably will be our only initiative for this year. I said probably. We got a lot of things that we're doing. The reason we kind of stopped doing initiatives is because we wanted to focus on signups and getting folks to join the collective, because NIL is the way to go, man. NIL is where we are. We got these socks too. Don't forget to get your socks. We do have a new partnership. I'm gonna hold off on basically showing that for now. I don't want to put too much on there. We do supposed to have Coach Ray coming up on Wednesday. So our D-line coach, Coach Ray, supposed to come up on Wednesday. I'm gonna stick to schedule. We'll have him to come up and talk with us for a little while, and we will continue to push this initiative until we hit our goal. It's a $20,000 initiative. We got 20% of the way there on the first show, which is Tuesday. Which was on Friday. I wasn't gonna do it, and y'all said let's do it. So I jumped out there and said let's do it then. But again, we've already eclipsed 20% of that. Did we get a new running back? We did get a new running back. I didn't put that up. I'll have that up for the Wednesday show. They go to link for the socks. Like I said, I was moving around quite a bit, but we did. Our running back. I didn't even say the photo, man. I didn't. I'm glad you mentioned that. I was watching. Man, I was watching I was watching all this film, and I really like what I saw in the young man. I think we got a really good one, another good pickup. But I didn't see him on the page, so he just kind of posted it on his page. Matter of fact, I can tell you right now. Let me give you his name. If you guys don't know who they're talking about, what's his name? Amir Smith. That's his name. Amir Smith. Pretty good running back out of South Carolina. So we got a lot coming out of South Carolina, man. Shout out to them Carolina backs, man. He's a D1 bounce back. He started off at NIU, 3-star running back out of South Carolina, man. Coming to us from by way of Garden City. We're probably going to bring in 2, possibly 3 more running backs. So you're going to definitely see a lot more players coming in, but it's going to be strategic. You'll see more entering during the summer. But don't leave, man. Keep that. Listen, we got that initiative popping right now, man. We got that initiative popping. Let me go back to this real quick, because what I did show on the last show, for those that didn't know what a flip sled was, I'll give you. So let's do this. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Some good stuff, man. I really like I like this thing, man. I do. Let's see. There you go. I hate when I do that. There we go. My bad. That's what it is. Different workouts they can use with it. There you go. So I asked Coach, I said, hey, Coach, saw some schools on our level with this, and you familiar with this? Is something you can use? Coach said, absolutely. And he said, man, I'll get you a quote. And, he obviously knew about it, because he went and he reached out to him. Might have had even been having a conversation with him. And when I saw it, I was like, hey, man, whatever is going to help continue to, and this doesn't have to be just football. Other sports could utilize this. Offensive line, defensive line, other skill guys. It's a lot of different ways you can do it. And if you, like I said, the reason you want to brand it is because when it comes in, that stuff stays. You know what I mean? Everything's got to have that block on it. Everything's got to have that JSU on it. So that's what we're looking to do, man. I wanted it. I wanted our guys to have it. So I said, let's go do it. Like I said, I try not to do too many initiatives like we used to do in the past, because of the collective and because of the different signups and the different levels that we're pushing. But you guys said, let's do it. So let's continue to do it. So, hey, we got over 400 people looking at us. I'm going to do it like this. How many of you 400 can send $100 tonight? How many of you 400 can send 75? How many can send 65, 50, whatever you can send? Let's go ahead and send it to the bottom. We got Cash App, we got Zelle, we got PayPal, we got it all. And let me tell y'all something. I don't give a damn about nobody saying we over here doing whatever it is we looking to do. If we don't do it, who gonna do it for us? I'm gonna ask you that question again. If we don't do it, let me ask you another question. And this ain't to bother, this ain't to throw nobody off. if we haven't done the initiatives that we've done, would we have the stuff that we bought? Will we have the red face mask? Will we have Will we have weights that got Jackson State on them? You know what I'm saying? We have this big project that we're working on right now. Boy, wait until you see what it is that we're doing next. We're gonna be super, man. I'm so proud of what we're doing, and it's an amazing thing that we're doing. So we're having fun with it right now. It's a month. It's gonna be some months before we get complete with it, but we're excited about what we're doing. Man, we've done a lot. What else have we done? We bought replacement uniforms. We've done so much. I don't feel like going down the list. We see how the government doing that. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, here's the thing. This is also going to, I want to make sure you guys understand this before I go. I was talking to Coach today. I was talking to Coach O today. And one of the things he talked about is, like, could you imagine we bought speed equipment. That's absolutely right. Appreciate it. We bought an offensive line chute. But let me say this, though. This is the state of Mississippi, man. And we have alums and we have legislators that are pushing hard to try to get the state to give Jackson State funds, right? When you have private dollars that are being utilized, that are being raised, that are being strategically poured back into the university, and you go and get some of these decision makers and you bring them to the university and you show them where these dollars have been spent. You can show them where we have funded certain initiatives and certain small projects, and we are doing what we can do. When you show them that, we don't just look like we're sitting here waiting on somebody to give us a handout. We look like, look, it might be a blueprint in place. Oh, man, gonna take credit for the work that we doing over here. Come on, man. I just see the second page on the flip said, let's go JSU family. Let's get this done, man. We get this done quick. So again, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that people don't mind. And listen, it's rightfully ours, but it's a lot easier to give and help somebody that's trying to help themselves than somebody that's sitting on their butt waiting on somebody to get them a handout. It's a lot of stuff at JSU that can be done. I trust me. I promise you it is. And one of the things that's pretty cool about this foundation and some of the stuff that we're doing is we're able to build this ecosystem of support. We're able to connect the dots with different people who have different professions who are able to do certain things, and we're able to maybe get a little extra value from over here, a little extra value from over there, and we're just doing it strategically on top of what the university is doing. The university and administration and leadership already got their hands full with everything they're trying to do fund 18 sports, you know what I mean? And make sure everybody got what they need and still add big major projects to, you know, and budgeting and doing all that they can do without a president. We got an interim. Shout out to Dr. Denise Jones-Gregory. But I'm just saying, like, not having a president in place permanently, you're not going to get a lot of movement on some things, man, because you just don't have the stability up top. But even with that being said, though, we're not sitting back just waiting on someone to come in and save us. We're getting active over here. And I don't get tired. It's never comfortable taking this approach. But again, the video that's playing is the equipment that we're doing an initiative for. We're going to get 4 of these machines at the cost of $20,000, and we only need you to donate a small amount. But we need everybody to put in on this thing. If everybody put in on this thing, we can move pretty quickly. You feel me? So we can get it done, man. We really could get it done tonight. I remember when we did an initiative in a matter of 10 minutes. That's how things was popping. But for some strange reason, we need some controversy for things to get rolling. When people doubt us, jokers be giving left and right when it comes to these initiatives. You ain't giving to Ken. You ain't giving to me. Trust me. This is going, every dollar is going to go to what it is we got, and we'll come back and show you the receipt. I'll remove the addresses and stuff, but it will show paid $19,960. That's what the cost is. Exactly. Right? So a whole somebody be mad about that $40, boy. He said $20,000. It's $19,960. Where the other $40 go? It went in my gas tank. How about that? Now I'm just don't say that, boy. Boy, get mad, boy. Oh no, you can do all that work. They don't even want you to eat a bologna sandwich. Golly. But nah, I'm just messing around, man. I'm messing around. But nah, man, let's knock this out, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can do it. You feel me, Jazz? Boy, look here, man. Look, I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm just telling you, I'm keeping it real. Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. I'm glad everybody in this thing tonight, man. Let's do this thing. Let's get it knocked out. I'm gonna be on for another 4 minutes, and I'm gonna get out your way. The phone rolling tonight. Send whatever. Yeah, you can send 5. You can send 1,000 if you want to. It's up to you. You whatever your budget can sustain. And once we hit that goal, I'm gonna tell you we did it. Now, the sooner we can get this thing done, the sooner I can stop talking about it. So now, listen, every show, I'm going to talk about this initiative until we hit it. So shout out to everybody who gave. But if everybody, if we had half of the people to do what, put $100 or $50 in that thing, do 100. How many of y'all can put $100 in the pot tonight? And we can get done with this real quickly. I know 100 right now is a lot compared to what's going on right now. I know we're at war. We're at war with ourselves. But anyway, what else out there, man? I'm gonna drop the link on y'all real quick. Anybody got anything on their heart before we get up out this joint? I'm gonna drop the link. If you got something on your chest, come on in there and say it. Somebody might have something to say. Somebody might be mad at me for saying what I said tonight. I don't care. Say it anyway. But that's what we on, man. What else going on right now, man? So, big game tomorrow. The big mystery, and I don't have an answer. I don't have an update. I don't know what's up with Deshaun. But that was a tough. I'm glad hopefully our squad can go out there and fight through it and get a tough one in. And hopefully, if he's not ready to go on Tuesday, he probably ain't gonna be ready to go on Wednesday. So we got to play tomorrow on every single day. It is what it is. No one will know until tomorrow night. There you go. And I hope he's doing okay though. Ice and Epsom salt, bro. Ice hot, ice hot, ice cold. We'll go from there. All right, y'all. I'm going to get ready to get out y'all way, man. I'm going to get ready to get out y'all way. Also, man, we saw Coach Quinn. I think Coach Quinn posted on his page today, man. I think it's somebody banged his truck up, man. Glad that he doing all right. But yeah, man, continue to check on your strong friends. No one will McMillan be ready. I think he'll be ready to go. He played a couple weeks ago, didn't he? Yeah, he should be back ready to roll by now. Yeah, he should be good to go. Yeah, he's all right. I think his truck just got banged up a little bit. He posted it on his page, man. So glad he good. That's the main thing is that he's okay. So yeah. But anyway, get signed up, send them donations. Let's get what we can get. The initiative like I said, if you're watching this now, right before we get up off of here, and you want to know what it is, our initiative, we're gonna purchase about 4 of those flip sleds. We're gonna get in the game, man. It's a lot of P4 programs and some FCS schools that are utilizing that technology, man. And why not? Why not JSU? All right, y'all. As always, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to get ready to shut this thing down, give me a little shut-eye so I can slab out the not slab out, but fly out. Appreciate y'all as always, man. Thank you for the support. Subscribe to the channel. I love Go Tigers. Peace out, everybody.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go.
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen.
Stats tell one story, my brand tells another.
This is Jackson State. This is family.
This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team.
Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. I love, go Tigers.
Wait. Before I go any further, hey, if you haven't done so already, make sure you get some of that cat head vodka and get down with KC-1400. Hey, go over there and sponsor with them guys, man. Go ahead, pitch in. Tell a friend, tell them, make sure you get you some of that cat head. Hey, go support KC-1400. Get you some of that cat head vodka for real.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.
Hey, this True Thompson. True, you got to get word for Tiger Nation, man. I love y'all. Tiger Nation. I love, go Tigers, baby. Appreciate you.